Oh, damn.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for
Come
football at
on.
Lumen Field.
Yeah, all right. The connection. I think he's 6-6. Man, look, you got like 4 user games. I know he in a hunt, but
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Three out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Hall.
Y'all walking together?
Line, but no further
Come
than
on,
that.
bro.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
One more time.
Man, y'all killing me, bro. Y'all keep going next to each other, bro. Go find somebody else, bro.
And he's taken down right after. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about
We hit the 3-yard line. Like, if I don't get it, he gonna be tight as shit, bro. Like,
it's leverage with power. Who takes a line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Njoku,
right then.
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Huh?
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Who? Right, the one I'm playing?
No surprised to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year.
No.
Offenses, they're trying
No.
to
Go. Go.
throughout the unit
How?
at every level,
Man.
and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Man, if y'all hit up, I mean, Trav and them, and Trav ain't say nothing. So, I mean, like a,
probably should have opted for the touchback.
That's a strain, but that's cool. I take a strain.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you, enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson, and not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Chark, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Go!
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Right back to Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This to Hines on the drop-off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Hurts. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Hopkins' kick is good.
Hey, look.
And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25.
The Patriots did it.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned,
The Patriots did it, bruh.
And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they can come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front.
Man,
send you
look,
back
man.
over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's
If I was to lose, you'll be talking big shit, man. Man.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
How about the extension of the lead? This
You said get them back, you want them back?
Remember Seattle did for Super Bowl 48. Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already
Yeah, see, look, we on the active roster over here, man.
Can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late.
Nah, I'm talking about TJ Watt.
Beat me to the spot. Impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible because possession is an empty one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Now Hall to start the drive. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield.
Man-to-man, bro.
That was something else. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. It's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Patterson running between the tackles. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's brought in by Wilson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust,
not the strategy? Fucking up right now.
Aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run,
it's still going.
Big chunks. We just saw a big
play
fucking
right
there. They need plenty of those.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively. They held it to a short gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced
don't keep stopping.
already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's my fault. That's my
Wilson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down.
Yo, you might gotta do it, bro.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
The game not stopping. It's just
and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
My shit keep
2 yards on the pickup
stopping.
there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
70 Ranger, 19 Wyatt. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that one, oh my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is
Michael Vick.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be a hard parse. Who's going to win the MVP?
He on the Seahawks in real life, bro. He came out of retirement.
Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1.
This is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Panthers are going to take possession.
Ain't no way, bro.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still
what you mean? I was waiting on him.
On 1st and 10.
I was like, he got caught up at work and shit, and they ain't never say nothing else.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Kick the field goal, bro.
In the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. Man. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch your team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Oh, want to give up the middle. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. All again on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the victory.